Welcome to Campfire Ghost Stories. I'm your host, Pat McGuire. Legends of the sea are as old as sailing itself. From ghost ships to phantom crews, to colossal creatures of the deep, to strange lights that dance below the surface and along the horizon. But in 1881, one such tale became more than just a simple sailor's yarn, because the witnesses themselves were not just simple sailors. They were British royals, and one of them was the future King of England, later known by the name King George V. And what they claimed they saw was not just a series of unexplainable lights or some large creature lurking beneath the surface. What they claimed they saw was none other than the most legendary ghost ship of all time, the Flying Dutchman. It's July 11th, 1881. Prince George of Wales, the young man who will one day wear the crown, is serving aboard the HMS Bacchante with his brother Prince Albert. The night is calm, the sea was still, and then just before dawn at around 4 a.m., the Flying Dutchman crossed our bows. A strange light, as of a phantom ship all aglow, in the midst of which light the masts, spars, and sails of a brig, 200 yards distant, stood out in strong relief. 13 men see it. Officers, midshipmen, even the future King of England. A glowing brig, sails full, painted in eerie red light, drifting across the bow of the Bacchante, and then gone. No ship, no wake, no trace at all. But the story doesn't end there. At 10:45 a.m. that very day, the lookout who first reported the ghost ship fell from the mast and was killed instantly. To the sailors aboard, the meaning was clear. Seeing the Flying Dutchman was a curse, a harbinger of doom. The legend of the Flying Dutchman goes back centuries. Off the Cape of Good Hope, sailors whispered of a Dutch captain who, caught in a storm, begged for a harbor but was denied. His ship went down in the fury of the sea, and ever since his ghostly vessel has been spotted in foul weather. Some say the crew was cursed, guilty of unspeakable crimes, damned to sail until Judgment Day, while others blame optical tricks of the atmosphere or superior mirages where the ships still below the horizon appear as if they're floating in the air. But no science explains the strange red glow described by George, his brother, and the rest of the men. And the Dutchman is not alone. In 1878, the young Winston Churchill witnessed the British corvette Eurydice capsize off the coast of the Isle of Wight, drowning more than 350 souls. Since then, countless sailors have reported seeing the doomed vessel, sails spread, gun ports open, only for it to vanish into the mist. Even in modern times, royals haven't escaped. In 1998, Prince Edward, filming for television, reported seeing the phantom ship with his own eyes. Later, he admitted, quote, "There was something definitely out there. What it is, I don't really know." So what did Prince George and his crew see that night in 1881? Was it a mirage or just a trick of light? Or perhaps it was the cursed Dutchman, doomed to sail the seas forever, bringing misfortune to whoever witnessed his foundering vessel. What we know is this: the Flying Dutchman is a ghost ship that has been reported in the logs of sailors for centuries. And not just common sailors, but in the logbooks of royals, and men who would later become kings of all of England. And his words still echo like a warning carried on the wind. A strange red light, as of a phantom ship all aglow. If you enjoy Campfire Ghost Stories by the History Things podcast, consider liking, subscribing, and sharing with a history lover in your life. Tune in next week for the next installment of our Campfire Ghost Stories series, or tune in on your favorite podcast app monthly for a new episode. But until next time, keep your eyes on the horizon.